Godzilla the anime series is actually based on the bad movie and Hollywood myth of Godzilla. But the anime series kind of does justice because it kind of used all the 25 films to inspire each episode. Some that we see in the anime series are past villains from the movies, kind of doing tribute they made, applying it in the anime series. In the anime series, they actually continued what the movie left off. They're actually finding a new Godzilla, but this Godzilla was different. Actually, it's nice, it's kind, it's lovable, and he was not as strong as the original. This is the point to make the show interesting because Dr. Octopus, who actually kind of trains this new Godzilla, make it stronger, faster, and kind of helps him defeat the other creatures who pop out. Every time Mr. Octopus actually is a danger or his team, Godzilla reappears to protect them. Or every time he gives an order, he listens. He's back down, attack like a dog. Another thing I truly love about this show is the Heat team has a very good characters because each character complements each other, and at the same time none of them are actually not playing. They do feel right. I mean, they actually feel like people. They're arguing, discussing theories of the animal they see and study it. Kind of unique. You see that. Usually cartoon, usually one character is not useful, another character is more important, but each character is important of the show. I mean, that's what makes the show so more interesting. In the same time, they're actually helping Godzilla. The team was actually fascinating. In fact, they actually show you what they're doing. In fact, they explain everything they do in a very scientific way, and they translate some of the scientific things they do or say sometimes does not make sense. I mean, there are moments you're like, believe it or just let it go, like this.
Right. I'm thinking bionuclear fusion. This shrew was caught just outside the power plant at the time of the explosion. The subsequent burst of radiation mutated the shrew, fusing it with a twister the experiment had generated.
So it's half shrew and half twister. Shrewster.
Another thing I love about this is they kind of like a half-assed team. I mean, this team does barely survive every time they have to find this new animal, study, figure out how to take it down, and they almost barely make it alive. I mean, that's probably the best points of the show, seeing this trying to survive. I kind of feel sorry for Nigel. Goes out by himself, studies the animal, and keeps trash every single episode. It's kind of like the theme of the show. Nigel get ripped, shredded, broken. To do with this robot and get destroyed almost every single episode. I kind of feel sorry from the creator who trying to fix him over and over again. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the intro. I mean, I was amazed about the intro. It doesn't have a catchy beat or everything, but it's kind of strange. Usually, you never see this. A show does put more attention to the intro instead of the show. And the intro actually is amazing, sharp, bold, and bright. You can see it's well made. It's kind of strange if you see that in a cartoon. Usually you see this in anime. Anime usually get more attention, a little bit more attention to the intro than the show. Now, my final thoughts of this show is, it was interesting. I mean, it was fun. It only lasted 2 seasons. It's one of those shows should just last 2 seasons, period. It was entertaining. If you're a fan, you probably love it because the fact is they kind of reference all the 25 films on Godzilla, and it kind of more respected than the movie they actually did in Hollywood. Now, my rating of this show is an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below and have a wonderful day.
Huh? Maybe. Say what?
Continue. Mew.